Today we'll see about motion in a horizontal circle. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Consider here a car is just moving around a circular path of radius r. You can see here is a car. Now it has a velocity. This velocity is known as tangential velocity. You have from Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to mass times acceleration, and this acceleration is equal to v squared over r. When you just substitute in place of a v squared over r, f is equal to mv squared over r. Now you can see here this car is just following a circular path. Always the centripetal acceleration is just acting towards the center of the circle in the direction of the centripetal force. As we know that from Newton's second law of motion, when a body is just rotating here, you see, just moving in a horizontal circle, you can see here, force is just applied. And that force is just acting on the object is the tension force, or what we call is known as centripetal force. In a planetary motion, also we can see that this motion can be just also holds true. You can see here, gravitational force just produced here. It's just acting as a centripetal force around planet between and Earth. And you can see as a car is just moving around this curve, it follows the same thing here. See? Force of friction is just acting as what is known as centripetal force. You see, when the car is just moving around this circular path, there is centripetal force around here, around here. The centripetal force around this path is just equal in magnitude, but has a variation in direction. And when we see here also, you can take another example here. The conical pendulum is just also another example here. You see here, a conical pendulum is just moving in a circular path. You see it follows centripetal force, the weight is just acting downward, and the tension in the cord is just also exists here. You see here, the tension is just caused by the rope or the thread that supports the rotating object. Such an apparatus or an arrangement is known as conical pendulum, because the shape is just looks like a cone. Let's take here the example here of a conical pendulum. Follows this path. There is a tangential velocity direction. Now you can see here, this is the direction of the tension here. And here downward there is weight, which is mg. And here is, you can take here that, with this you can take here, this is theta. In this direction you can have that, towards the center you have centripetal force. This is mv squared over r. You can split this tension into two components. That is just, one is, this is the tension, this is t sine of theta, and this is just t times cos theta. Now you can take here this t sine theta. This t sine theta is just the same as mv squared over r. mv squared over r, and t sine theta is towards here. And t cos theta is equal to mg, this upward and this one. you have two equations here, 1 and 2. Therefore, dividing 1 by 2, divide the two equations. That means t sine of theta over t times cos theta is equal to mv squared over r divided by mg. T is cancelled here. Sine theta over cos theta is tan theta. Then this is mass is just cancelled here, and v squared over rg. Where in this case you can see that theta is known as the banking angle. The banking angle is dependent on the velocity and the radius of system and the gravitational acceleration here. So when any banking system, as the velocity increases and making r and g are just constant, the banking angle is just increases. So the banking angle theta, tan theta, is just proportional to the square of the velocity and inversely proportional to the path distance or length. If in our case we have seen that there is a car when it is just moving around a circular path, around this path, you can have here, this is our car. When this car is just moving with this velocity v and at a distance r from this one, the banking angle tan theta is just as the value of the tangential velocity increases constantly to r, then you can get that the banking angle just increases, and so on and so forth. So this one just describes as what a banking means. Now let's see example here. The maximum velocity, which one of the following statement is true? A, the maximum velocity of a car going around a curve, a bend, can be increased by banking the surface. B, the direction of the radial force on a body is constant when the body moves in a uniform horizontal motion. C, the magnitude of the radial force on a body is constant when the body moves in a uniform vertical circle. D, in a uniform circular motion, the tangential velocity is parallel to the radial acceleration. Now, don't forget that always when you are talking about tangential velocity and radial acceleration or centripetal acceleration, they are perpendicular to each other. So choice D cannot be satisfied. So you can take here that in the case of B, as we have seen, is the maximum velocity of a car going around a bend can be increased by banking the surface. B is just the direction of the radial force on a body is constant when the body moves in a uniform horizontal motion. When a body is just moving in a uniform horizontal motion, the direction of the radial force is not constant. Direction is just vary. Radial force or acceleration, direction varies. At different points you can get different directions. And when you go to C, the magnitude of the radial force on a body is constant when the body moves in a uniform vertical circle. In a uniform vertical circle, the radial force magnitude varies. In a uniform vertical circle, the radial force magnitude varies. Not only the radial force, also the radial acceleration, and the tangential velocity also varies. D, in a uniform circular motion, the tangential velocity is parallel to the radial direction? No, tangential velocity is perpendicular to radial acceleration. Radial, when you say radial acceleration, it is centripetal acceleration. So our answer is just A is the answer for this question. The maximum velocity of a car going around a bend can be increased by banking the surface. As we have seen that tan theta v squared over gr. During the process of banking, we can maximize the velocity of a car going around a bend, which means v is equal to root of g times r tan theta. As this banking angle is just increased, the velocity or the radial velocity, the tangential velocity also increases. So the answer is A.